What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy D. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, right? So don't take it as that. Take it for educational and entertainment purposes only, right? All right, guys. Remember, we don't stress because we stay blessed, right? All right. So welcome back, players, traders, and haters. All right, I'm gonna stop with it. All right. Anyways, we do have some information today. Hope y'all had an amazing weekend, right? I know it was a busy one. Definitely saw the space call. That went on for like 11 hours on Twitter on Saturday, right? I was coming in and out. I had the day off that day, so I was tuning in and out of it, and it was really cool to see the community come together for that. There was a lot of people in there, and they gave the opportunity to AMC shareholders to speak and speak their mind and talk about how they got in this play and tell their story. And it was nice to hear new voices, right? And you also have some OG apes in there. Shout out Trades was in there. I believe his name is Jay Brown, right? He was the one that was hosting it, and it was just a community thing, right? And we just all talked on there and spoke our thoughts and our opinions, right? So that was cool to see. So yeah, it was a busy weekend. A lot of information came out. I don't know if you guys saw the video with Kevin. I think his name's Kevin O'Leary, but this billionaire guy, right? Who he was stating that he thinks that a big financial institution, a big hedge fund, like a big dog, right, is going to be in some trouble here. He said within the next 10 to 20 days, right? It's freaking nuts. So he, maybe knows something. Who knows? And he's putting it out there, right? So a lot of information, guys. But today we're gonna jump into it. I'm gonna kind of explain to you where I see AMC right now and kind of like what I'm watching and my thoughts, right? And I got the whiteboards back, all right? So yeah, we're gonna pull up the whiteboard with the information, right? I'm gonna kind of go through what I want to talk about, all right? So let's jump into it. Welcome back. First thing, all right. It's going to be the whiteboard here, right? So full screen. So what to expect with AMC? June 1st. Now, they're not in any specific order as I go through here. I'm just going to kind of talk about these things. This is the list of what I want to talk about. All right. So June 1st, the interest rate hikes hit, right? So the interest from the Fed rate and Chair Powell, right? They raised the interest rates again. So those go into effect on June 1st. And I have receipts for all of this stuff, right? So that's why I wanted to first, let you know what we're going to go over. Okay. Second thing, Top Gun. This movie has been pushed back and been pushed back and been pushed back, and it's finally going to come out on May 27th. All right, so in a few days, they're going to release it, and I think it's going to do very well in the box office, like probably as good as Spider-Man, right? Because this is a big deal. All right, so GameStop share dividends. Next one is on June 2nd. Now, this could lead to a share count, right? So it could for GameStop. Remember that these are like brother and sister. They're like brothers, like they're brothers, right? Because they trade identical, right? Like it's really crazy how the algorithm trades pretty much identical, right? Next, executive order number 14032, June 3rd, right? So June 2nd at midnight, but the real effect I think will be June 3rd, the next day when the market opens. There could be a lot of effects. It's not guaranteed, but there could be some big effects that will happen when this goes through, right? And if you haven't seen Boss Blunt, he's the one who really breaks this down. I'll show you a little clip of his, and he talks a lot about this executive order, which it's already 2 for 2. So we're trying to see if it's gonna go 3 for 3, all right? Because in the past of what happened with it, right? So, okay, record high numbers as far as like the short interest at 22.54% today and 159 million shares on loan, right, as of today. Remember back when they went from 12 to 72, there was a 90 some million shares on loan, I believe. So now it's almost doubled. So that's crazy, right? To me, that's why like that this thing could just start moving any minute now, any day now, right? But we're patient, right? We're chilling. We're just waiting for this to happen. July 15th is AMC so July 15th, the AMC and GameStop options chain. If you haven't taken a look at that, you got to take a look at that. I'll show it to you real quick here in the video too. But the call options and the strike prices go way up for some reason, as far as like how high you can buy the chain, right? The options. All right, and then so what I'm expecting is some kind of action between June 1st and July 15th, somewhere in that window, right? I expect something to happen. And then the Citadel calls, all right? So I'll go over that too, because they have quite a bit options and quite a bit calls of AMC calls, right? Cool, so let's go back. Let's go here to the internet, right? First, check this out. So Seeking Alpha a few days ago, they released this article. AMC Another short squeeze is coming soon, right? So you don't say, right? What have we been saying? AMC Entertainment posted a strong Q1 earnings report with improvements of revenue and all that, right? We know that. The company recently disclosed 6.8% in the National Cinemedia Inc., which provides pre-movie advertising and marketing in theaters. AMC short interest currently sits around 21% could trigger a massive short squeeze as institutions and hedge funds are buying up the stock, right? So, kind of interesting, right? Usually they bash on AMC. So there's that article. All I'm going to show you, right, they printed more overnight. It was really wacky. Last night, this on Twitter, right, like in the middle of the night, everyone started pointing out there was 0 shares, like 0 shares available to borrow. And then as the day went on, right, they just printed and printed more. But what's interesting, that at least the fee is going up. It should be way higher in my opinion. And then again, the options chain, when you look over here, that there's a bunch of open interest, and then the 17th of June, right? So a lot of open interest too right now. And then this is what blows my mind too, is just like they're dropping this, they're not shorting it how the way they used to. 45%, right? When it used to be 60-70% daily. All right, guys. So, in my opinion, that's because they're running out of either shares or liquidity, like money to short AMC, right? So next, we're going to go over to the Fed here. This is the proof, right? So Fed lifts rates by half point, starts balance sheet reduction June 1st. Got to keep an eye on that date, right? For sure. Just in the overall market. Let's go here. So May 27th, right? After a few stops and starts, Top Gun Maverick arrives in theaters on May 27th and in the US and in the US and May 25th in the UK, making a significant summer blockbuster for 2022. Top Gun Maverick was shifted to its Memorial Day, I forgot, weekend date after it was initially due for release in summer 2020, right? So, wow, it's been 2 years that they've been wanting to release this movie. So I really think people aren't going to go watch it. We'll see. Guys, all right, so June 2nd, right? So this is from GameStop directly, right? 2022 proxy statement. And right here it states, Dear stockholder, we invite you to attend our annual meeting of stockholders on Thursday, June 2nd, 2022 at 10 a.m. Central Daylight Time. It's going to be held at this website here, which will be held in virtual format only. It says you will not be able to attend the annual meeting in person, right? To be admitted to the annual meeting, you must pre-register by 10 a.m. Central Daylight Time, May 27th. Registration for the annual meeting will open April 21st, 2022. In the annual meeting, you will be asked to do these 6 steps. All right, so just so you know the date, June 2nd, guys. All right, for GME and the vote for the share dividend, all right, to split the stock. So they get if you're holding, I believe they haven't announced it, but you'll get more shares for free, right? Even though the money amount will stay the same and the price will drop. Usually that's what happens, they split it, but it invites new investors to come in, right? Because it's a cheaper price. All right, guys, let's play this little clip. It's Boss Blunts. If you don't follow him, he's been, one of the big AMC people. He's confirming today, right? Talking about the executive order 14032. And you guys, if you want to go watch his video, right? It's on his channel, The Butcher of Wall Street. All right, so check this out. Just gonna play a little clip.
Welcome to Boss Blunt's think tank. It's a bit of a bittersweet day today. We have received confirmation from Fidelity basically saying we're going to be so fucking rich. Fidelity on November 12th updates us that on November 12th, 2020, President Trump issued Executive Order 13959, addressing the threat from securities investment that finance communist Chinese military companies. If you've been following this channel, you would know exactly what that means. That is this executive order from the Office of Foreign Assets Control, which is basically sanctions against around 30 different Chinese military companies. This was authorized through 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on January 28th, 2021. On January 28th, 2021, it is alleged that the White House had to call Virtue Financial and ask them and broker-dealers to go position close only because of the issues going on with AMC and GameStop. That was reported on January 28th, 2021 as well. That same order further took effect as it was extended, further took effect on May 27th, 2021 at 9:30 a.m. Executive Order 13959, as amended by Executive Order 13974 of January 13th, 2021. That allowed them to extend it through May 27th. A few days later, on June 2nd, should I say June 3rd, Executive Order 14032 was published addressing the threat from securities investments that finance.
All right, guys, if you want to go watch the rest, go watch it. But see, he explains where it's been from, why he's been following it, and how it's going to affect us, right? Here soon. Well, hopefully, right? We'll see, the share price change of AMC if this is real, and it has, something to do with the share price, right? And if it's going to force shorts to close, right? So he does a great job of explaining it, in my opinion. I like listening to him, right? He has the receipts as well. So yeah, guys, he breaks it down, but he's confirming, right, that Fidelity posted this, and it's the 14032 executive order, right? Let's go back. Cool. So just to show you the chart real quick, in my opinion, we're in this little aspect, this little piece of the pie right here of this chart, because you have a couple green days and then you bring it back down, all right? And then as far as the pattern, right, so we're gonna go back to where we're at right now, and you can see it's on its way down after a few green days. So I would expect to start to make its way back up, which aligns, right? What's the window down here? June 1st to July 15th, right? Somewhere in here. Okay, so that's all I really wanted to show you. I'm not gonna spend too much time on the chart today. All right, the crazy data. Here's the Vortex data for today. Talking about 22.18% estimated short interest according to Vortex, and the higher cost to borrow. Okay, so I want to show you that. And then here's the options chain, right? This is for GameStop on the 15th. And for some reason, you can buy calls all the way up to $500, right? Out of nowhere, okay? And then, so that's why I expect some moves to come, both with GameStop and AMC. Same thing. Here's AMC, talking about a $145 price strike, and there's 114,000 open interest right now. For that date, right? And these are the ones that are in the money currently, but obviously there's a lot of open interest along the way here, okay? So there's that, and then we're gonna go back to here. So here I pointed out, right, they have put Citadel 4.8 and then calls 9.92. Now, when I first saw this, I will admit, I thought it was times 100, because usually an option represents each contract is 100 shares, right? Correct. So when you multiply this, you get a lot. But there, I put a tweet out over the weekend. It went absolutely nuts. A lot of people put their input, and I appreciate it, right? I got some, to see a lot of perspectives and whatnot and thoughts, but it's supposed to be shares. So what they're saying right here, that you divide by 100, so they have almost 100,000, 99,000 contracts, right? That's still a lot, in my opinion. So we don't know the strike or the price or the date when it expires. We just know that they're holding them as of the 16th, right? So that's interesting. And this was the tweet that I put. So why is King Griffin holding 9.9 million calls? But like I said, I thought it was times 100, which would make it 909 million shares. But Fintel wrote back to me, the real Fintel, right? It is shares of the underlying, not contracts. So they're saying that that's the amount of shares that the contracts represents. So when you divide it, here, look, when you divide it, it's the official account. See, you get 99,000 contracts, though, right? Individual contracts that Citadel is holding, right? According to Fintel. All right, guys, so that's all the data I got for you today, right? I'll kind of close this up here, wrap it up. Yeah, so we got a few more days to see what's going to happen, right? But that's why I wanted to go back and, that's why I wanted to show you this list, kind of show you where my head's at, my perspective, and what I expect in the coming weeks, right, with AMC. Because I'm a data guy. I love looking at the numbers, right? And that's what I go off of. So yeah, guys, thanks for coming back, watching the video. Get ready, get your exit plan ready. That's what I did today, right? I went over it again, did some numbers, some rough math, all right, guys, because I believe we're close, and our heads are gonna be spinning once this thing takes off and the shorts start to cover. And you all have proven that we're not leaving unless the shorts cover, all right? So have a blessed day. Catch y'all later. Peace.